Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to show you the end-to-end process on how to receive and then ship shoes. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is going to be receiving the shoes, and to do that we need to click here on inventory, and then we're going to select on the receive known products because we know that we are receiving shoes. So we create a new one and we click and we select who are we receiving from. That in this case we will be receiving from Alpha Consulting. So once we have that, we click here under operations. We're going to select shoes. Once we have that, we can select the quantity, that in this case are 1,000 shoes, and we can select the gender, the shoe type, and the shoe size. However, this information, we don't have it. So what we need to do is we're going to click on assorted. We don't know the gender, the shoe type, or the shoe size, so we leave it as assorted. So we click here on confirm. We're going to be receiving 1,000 shoes that we don't know the gender, the type, and the size, and we will mark it as to do. Now we can work with the pallet of 1,000 units, or we can divide it equally. Let's say that for our team it's better to work on pallets of 100 items each. So to do that we can create 10 pallets of 100 units each. And to do that you need to click here on divide quantity equally. The number of packages is going to be 10, and then we put it in pack. Now here you will see the packages. It has created 10 different packages of 100 items each. Once we have that ready, we can click here on validate. And then it will allow us to print the pallet information. Once we click here, it will take us to a PDF that it will contain the information as the barcode, the code of the pallet, the product, that in this case are shoes that are assorted in gender, type, and sizes, and we have 100 quantities. Of each and every single pallet, you will see a page with the information. So once we have that, now these small pallets, we can take it into the unorganized area. Now once that is in the unorganized area, now let's say that I'm going to pre-sort this pallet. We're going to select one pallet, that in this case it's going to be the 147, and I want to see which items we have in there. So we're going to pre-sort it, and to do that the first thing that we need to do is going to be deregister the unorganized pallet so we can work on it. So we click here, we're going to deregister the unorganized pallet. We click here on new, and we're going to select the pallet number, that in this case is 147. We select here 147, and this is the pallet that we're working on. So we're going to validate, and now I'm going to open the pallet and I'm going to pre-sort the items that we have there. And now I need to register the pre-sorted items. And to do that, we're going to click here and we're going to register the pre-sorted pallet. Once we click here, now we will see the new pre-sorted pallet. We're going to add a line, that in this case, this pallet that we just checked, we know that they are male shoes, they are athletic. However, since we're just pre-sorting them, we're just going to put that they are male, athletic, and we didn't count the sizes. So we're going to leave it like that. The quantity still is 100 items, and we click here on confirm. Now we registered this pre-sorted pallet, and now Once we have registered this pallet that has a new code that is the 07, now we're going to sort the products that we have in there. To sort the products, we will be following the previous steps, that is deregister and then register the items. So now we need to register, unregister the pre-sorted palette. So to do that, we're going to click here and we're going to be deregistering the pre-sorted palette, that in this case it's the number 07. So we're going to select here 07, 100 units. We're going to validate. Now I'm going to open again this palette and I'm going to count the sizes of the male athletic shoes that we have in here. And now we're going to register the sizes that we just counted. And to do that, we're going to be clicking here on register on sorted products. Once we are here, we can create a new one. And now let's say that in this palette, we found that we have male athletic shoes, and 50 of them are sizes 13 plus. Now we're still counting, and then we found that 20 of these items were male athletic, sizes 11, 11 and a half. And now we're still counting, and the last 30 items that we found on this palette are male athletic shoes that are in the range of 12 and 12 and a half in size. So we confirm it. We will check that all the information that we just put into the system is correct. We just counted 50 male athletic shoes, sizes 13 plus, 20 male athletic shoes, sizes 11 and 11 and a half, and 30 units of male athletic shoes, sizes 12, 12 and a half. So once we have that, we can register this palette, these products. So now in our inventory, we have this quantity of these types of shoes. So now we need to send these shoes. So let's say we're going to create a new sales order. Here we're going to put the customer, that in this case is going to be Mary. Mary is going to be receiving the shoes. So now we're going to add a product. We're going to be sending shoes, and we're going to select the types, male, athletic, and she needs 13 plus in size. Once we have that, we're going to select the quantity. In this case, she's requesting 40 units of these types of shoes. And then we can send it by email, or we just click here on confirm. And now the sales order has been created. And as you can see here on this smart button, we have a delivery order. Then we can go here on inventory, and now we have a pick order that belongs to the sales order that we just created. Once we click here, we are going to take 40 male athletic shoes of sizes 13 plus, and we're going to put it in a package. Now the system creates the number of the package automatically, and we can click here on validate, and even we can print the delivery slip for this package, that in this case is going to be from the sales order, shipping date, the pack, and it has 40 units of male athletic shoes of sizes 13 plus. Now once the picking order is ready, we have to go to the delivery orders. meaning that we need to deliver these items. So now let's say that I have just delivered this. This is done. And we can click here on validate. And now the 40 male athletic shoes that we had in our inventory are now gone and now belong to Mary. This is everything that you have to do in the process of receiving to shipping shoes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.